So you see that I have 5 jobs, yeah? 5. Now, none of these jobs require me to leave my house. I do everything from home. When I began, my mother was quite confused. My parents actually, like, what exactly are you doing? Sure, but in she Yahoo, don't she? Like, are you sure you're not doing Yahoo? That's like, we need to start with how I make money. Number one, partnering with brands and media agencies to put out sponsored posts on my platforms. Number two, I wouldn't say cinematography. Cinematography sounds like a very big word, but basically, I make content for maybe other content creators or people who need content, basically, like if you need a video content. Number three, investments. The crypto market is down ish currently, so we could say there were some wins and some losses, but that's also part of them. Number four, freelance. So I work with agencies and with brands that want to do a social media marketing campaign to put everything together and make sure that it comes out smoothly and very nice. Number five, I also work at my friend's agencies. So you see that I have 5 jobs, yeah? 5. Now, none of these jobs require me to leave my house. I do everything from home. When I began, my mother was quite confused. My parents actually, like, what exactly are you doing? Sure, but in she Yahoo, don't she? Like, are you sure you're not doing Yahoo? That's like, I guess, scam. You could say scam. Are you sure you're not a scam artist? I'm like, no, mom. So this, and this is how it works. Recently, I found myself feeling like a fraud. I think there is a word for it. I think they call it the impostor syndrome. I am not totally sure if that is what it actually means, but I think that's what they call it. Because I sometimes feel like the little I've achieved, like I don't deserve it. Like I didn't work hard enough for it, which is actually very false because there is an insane amount of work that goes into everything I do. But when you are bargaining with clients, sometimes they can tell you something like, and it's not just for you to sit down on your phone and put type something and put. It's not just for you to shoot a video. So my response to this thing is always, if it's just to shoot a video or if it's just to sit down on my phone and type, then you try doing it and let's see how far that gets you. Because before you came to me, or to anybody for that matter, you saw value in what they were doing and you wanted that value. So I really don't like it when you try to belittle that value because the person is asking for much more money than you thought. But that's besides the point. Like I was saying, none of these things require me to leave the house. So I guess you could say that takes out a little bit of the challenge. It started to sound like I like to suffer or I want to suffer, but that's very false. I love soft life a lot. In fact, the only time that I have worked for someone or I've worked in a corporate organization was when I was serving in Abuja and I was working with this tech firm or company. That was the only time all my life that I've worked in a office or in an office that I've worked in an office. But I would like to think that if any of the works I'm doing takes me out of the house and probably to a particular location every day, as monotonous as it sounds, it might make it seem like I deserve it more, like you worked for it. I mean, like I said, it's not like I'm not working for all of these ones that I'm doing, and it's not like I'm not working with what I'm doing currently, but I feel like something like that might make it seem more rewarding. Now, I'm not complaining. I am very, very grateful to God and for where I am and everything like that. But I don't know, sometimes it just feels like the challenge is not there and it just feels very boring. And that's why I have never been one to have a niche. Because if you're trying to grow on social media and in general, people people tell you, oh, you should have a niche. It's a very good example and very good rule to follow because it helps you grow faster because you're focused on just one thing, and everybody that is coming to you, they are coming to you for just that one thing. Now, if you don't have a niche or you have an interest in a lot of things like me, it's going to be very difficult for you to grow very, very fast. So I don't have a niche because if I say that this is one thing that I want to do, I might get tired or bored of it later, and then I want to move on to something else. And imagine gathering like people that okay, this is okay, everybody here we love to eat rice, and it's rice we're going to be eating all through, and then all of a sudden you say sorry, I want to start serving beans. Obviously they will leave. But if you have everybody here, oh, I'm serving rice, beans, granules, and some other things in the future. There are people who are there for rice, people who are there for beans, people who are there for granules, and people who are there for the other things that you might be serving in the future. So you see that it makes a lot of sense for me not to have an issue. Anyway, if you deal with imposter syndrome, can you let me know how you get out of it or how you've been able to make yourself feel better? Because I think it feels very sad to work really hard, become something and make something of yourself and still feel like maybe you don't deserve it or you are not enough. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. My name is OA and I hope to see you in the next video.